most people that do drugs actually find it hard to talk to people.
Yeah.
So they find an alternative.
Is this thing with the university life, or when you come into the school, the whole JJC they used to say, 100 level?
Yeah.
You all feel high and you just want to explore.
Oh my God, I have freedom to do everything.
Really, I usually don't go home early, and then I stay in school to like meet up with people.
You know how every university have events?
Yeah.
I've never paid for any ticket.
Even popular girl vibes.
So you're that popular.
No, it's not like that. Let's say my class will end 11, I will stay in school till 6 until I'm done with everything I'm doing.
But then that's why I feel our parents are making a huge mistake. You would not want, your daughter to go out and see someone, but then you don't know what the person is actually doing in school. If not because of home training, we can do anything.
Hello everyone, and what's up to my Gen Zs? Welcome to Campus Chatterbox, and today's episode is Campus Confession. Do you think it's important, or should I say appropriate, for individuals to share university experience?
Obviously it is, but then experience is a better teacher. No matter how you tell a person that you should not get into this, when you get there, the person would feel like, oh, I'm just coming in.
Yeah.
It's better for the person to also experience that same scenario.
Because if you actually tell them, they don't actually listen.
Exactly.
They'd be like, oh, you're trying to show them you know everything.
Especially our generation, like it's like
It's our generation for me.
Our heads are
when
limited.
people tell us don't do this, now
you have to do
my ears are blocked. I'm going to do that thing.
You just have to do it. And you know, there's this thing with the university life, or when you come into the school, the whole JJC they used to say, 100 level.
Yeah.
You all feel high and you just want to
Just feel
explore.
Like, oh my God, I have freedom to do everything.
Really, it's because of the content that we consume from like all these European TV shows and everything.
All right, so let's go into the juicy parts, the whole confessions. So let's start with Khadija. Any confessions for us?
Okay, when it comes to confession, you know when you get into the university, you like feel like you have that freedom and everything. I usually don't go home early, and then I stay in school to like meet up with people that catch up with like people from the outside, like people not in my school.
Okay.
People like that have interest in me.
I'm graduating, so don't come for me. Don't. First off, so you know how every university have events?
Yeah.
I've never paid for any tickets.
Okay.
Like I feel like it's pointless. Like because I know so many people. I'm so popular kind of in school.
Okay.
So it's like I've never paid, and like, is it sneaking? It's not like.
But you do attend, but you don't pay for tickets.
I do, but
right?
it's like, I've never paid for any ticket, even if they asked for it. Like I've never even a penny, nothing.
It's
like,
giving popular girl vibes.
No.
So you're that popular.
No, it's not like that. It's like
It's
I
like
just
what?
come and be like hi, and then like someone is calling me over in the event, like Zaria, come, like,
And that
I'll
works
just
for
enter
you
and,
all
like,
the time for
all
4
the-
years.
All the time. I've never even a penny.
Please
even
cut soup
50
for me.
naira.
All right.
And now everyone will feel like, oh, let's look out for Zara in next event. You won't find me. I will still get away from things like that because I always read, and it's not a big deal because like most of the event planners are always my friends. Like we're close.
That's
So
the
it's-
thing. You just
but
don't
then
say, you just get.
No, but I feel like, but at the same time, they just have this feeling like, okay, Zara have paid. So the ones they see Zara, it's not like they be like, oh my God, Zara, where's your ticket? But like, Zara has paid for her ticket, so like I'm just in. And I've also helped my friends sneak in to like all events.
Your friend.
Yeah, and like, hey girl, come. Like she's like, my friends will be like, I haven't paid for my ticket. I'm like, girl, come, let's just go. Like, you don't have to pay for that. I'm here for. I'm here for all that. I think it's for everyone, right? Like
But-
once you enter, most people, once you enter university, like for me, I have really strict parents, so like I feel like more comfortable when I'm in school and maybe I have the 2 hours break type of thing, and I go on all my runs and whatever, because I know that if I go back home, my dad is not going to be like, you can go there. He's going to be like, no, go this day, and then this day will come and he'll give me another excuse. So like I know that I'm never going to have my phone, so I just stay in school till like once, like let's say my class will end 11, I'm stay in school till 6 until I'm done with everything I'm doing.
But then that's why I feel our parents are making a huge mistake. You would not want your daughter to go out and see someone, but then you don't know what the person is actually doing in school. If not because of home training, we can do anything. We have all the freedom. We can see it like among our friends. There are other people that will go and be meeting guys in hotels and the rest. But then it's only like you having that home training that you know that okay, this is not something I should get into.
Some girls could actually be very funny because there's this thing that happened in my own school. I don't actually know who the person is. It was just a just thing. She has a boyfriend. Her parents paid for her hostel, so she's supposed to stay in the hostel. She didn't. She was staying with her boyfriend. Yes, off campus, and her school fees was sent to her so she could pay. And then her boyfriend asked her to borrow.
Wow.
And then, as a loving, sweet girlfriend that she was, she gave him the money, and the guy jacked back.
Can you imagine the audacity?
And then she now came back to the school crying for them to. I don't even know.
No,
At this point,
You understand?
She aren't you meant to be in your hostel?
Yes.
I think once you enter university, especially as a girl, you have to play smart.
So let's
You don't
move
want
to
to
the
share to
embarrassing part. I love that. All right, so please take us.
Do you know how everyone starts the period? And you like once you start a period, your days you just like stay maybe in school, secondary school, and I'm this type of person. I really started very early.
Okay.
So like all my life, I have never got stained. Guess what? The first day I come to university, I get stained. Why? Why? The years I've been going through this menstrual pain and like menstrual circle, and then this is the one day you choose to make me get stained. Like, I was just so embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, I know. I'm sorry.
There was a time when I was still in 100 level and we were having like a seminar in the conference hall. We were all in, and I was so busy like gisting with my friends, and the person that came in, like the moderator, the host that came in to anchor the show, was now like he now pinpointed at me to come outside and give a prayer in Arabic. It was me being caught off guard. I just started sweating. I didn't even know. I just felt like my legs could not carry me anymore.
Yeah, your hands would be cold.
I was shaking. I was trembling. Everyone was telling me to go out. I started walking, and then I could not because I was shaking. And I don't even know what made me feel that way. But
was it because you could not, or
no,
you were?
It wasn't like that. Maybe because I was being caught off guard by him, and he realized that I was making noise, and he was now like, "You there?
Your wahala is even too much. I was still
come
making
and help
noise
us with it." And I could not walk to the stage, and I felt really embarrassed.
Could you please hold her hand so she doesn't cry?
No, I'm fine right now.
All right.
Something about drug addicts is that they're really manipulative. Like, you might be there for them, but like they might also use you and make you feel guilty about a lot of things. So I think I understand why you actually completely carried yourself out of the friendship, because you don't want to go through something like that. You're not completely out, but I understand how. Yes, I understand how you did that, because I don't want to say, but like drug addicts are really manipulative, but like I just feel like everyone needs to get the help they need therapy is like a very good option. Like how you said, like I was talking about therapy, everyone was looking at me. The first time so basically me, there's like some couple of things that has been happening to me along the years, and then this year I woke up and I was like, I don't want to be feeling this way, I need help. So me saying I need help is like one step to healing. That's what my therapist said. It's a one step to healing, that you finally come out of your shell and saying, you know what, I'm going to go find help. I'm going to go, and like I need to say something. I know not a lot of people want to be going to guidance and counseling, but like for example in Nile, I never knew we had actual clinical psychologists. I never knew about it. And like, because I've made up my mind, I'm like, this year I'm going to go and find help. I was just walking and I was like, Zara, just entered the guidance and counseling. Maybe I might find something there. Maybe I might find some. I didn't even know that we had a clinical therapist there. And I just entered. I was like, and she saw me and she's like, hi. There were like 3 people there. And then
when you first told me, I was like, I was going to go.
Do you know, yes, but then the first time I told my friends that, because when we sit down, I'm like, oh, I'm going somewhere. I'm like, where are you going to meet my therapist? And I'm like, therapist? Because people feel like once you're going for therapy, it's like you have a very big problem. Maybe you're like psychological, like what's it, clinically ill or something like that. But it was really just like, oh, I needed help and I want to get the help that I need. So I just entered and she was like, hi, and I was like, oh my god. And she was like, hi, and I was like, hello, and I sat down with her. Oh my god. And I sat down with her and she's like, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine. And she's like, do you need anything? And I kept quiet and she allowed me to be quiet until I actually told her like, oh yeah, can I just be coming here every day? And I didn't even tell her at first that I was coming to tell her my problems, but she made me feel so open. So I feel like, please, if you are in a very good school, that you should check your guidance and counseling, because you might have a professional there and they will really help you, because she helped me, even though I sometimes run away from her. But like, therapy is a very brilliant thing, and people should realize that it helps a lot. It helps, because like with your friends, you are like, you just tell them your problems, they don't give you solutions.
When therapy, you get professional.
Them themselves don't know what to do about your own situation. They have never experienced it before. It's like a new thing to them, because like at first when I told them, like there's something that I kept for like years that happened to me when I was small. No one knows about it, not my parents, no one. And like I told my best friend after years of not telling anyone, and like she was there for me and was all nice, but did she give me a solution to how I can manage that emotion? No, she didn't. So I feel like it's important to meet a professional that knows what they're doing. They're going to give you steps that will guide you through your healing process, and your healing process is not something that will happen once. My therapist told me it's like it's a step-by-step thing. Like there are days you just feel shitty, and there's days, am I supposed to say that? There are days you feel, I can say shitty. There's days you feel shitty, and there are days like you feel like, oh, I'm healing, and like it's part of growth. And I feel that everyone should consider therapy. Even like if you're in university, it's easier because it's part of your school fees. You actually don't know about, you should go check, it's part of your school fees. But like individually too, if you can afford therapy, it's something that is worth your money.
And there's this thing, this thing with drugs, these days it's really rampant in universities and even secondary schools.
Yes.
Because youths nowadays, not the ladies, not the men, or not the girls, not the boys. You understand? Like they all go into it, and it's really, really bad. In my school, the amount of girls that go into drugs or are into drugs in my school,
it's a lot. It's crazy.
It's really bad.
I think the educational system should do something about it too.
They are trying actually. My school do this test, blood test.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do that. But I don't know. You personally, Khadija, let me direct this question to you.
Yes.
What do you think, or how do you think one can relate with people who are drug addicts? Like, for instance, my example.
With your friend.
Yes, with my friend. What do you think is the way out? Don't consider it in the sense that, oh, this is what you should have said.
Yeah.
What do you think is the way forward towards
How
this?
to handle
Yes.
that. Okay, like you said, you spoke to him, he was open to you. Okay, first of all, I feel like they have to be comfortable enough to tell you that, because it's a lot coming. Okay, like me now coming to come and tell you that I've started doing drugs. You know, there are ways that people react. Some people will shout at you, oh, why did you do that? Or why did you do this?
Yeah.
But then I feel like you just have to talk to them in a calm manner. Also, you have to advise them. You have to tell them that, okay, so do you regret it? Like, do you plan on stopping? Do you want to stop? Because some people tell you that, oh, that's how I handle my trauma. Oh, that's how I do this. Because that's what most of them tell you. Okay, why are you smoking? Why are you smoking? Why are you doing this? Oh, when I get high, I just feel, I don't like my problem. I don't, how do you put it?
I feel better.
Yeah, I forget my problems. I feel like a whole new, that kind of thing. So, okay, how do you advise them? Okay, do you want to stop? How do we do it? Do you want to do this? Do you want to go to rehab? Do you want to go to therapy? Okay, how often do you take? Okay, I take every day. Okay, how about you step
by step?
Yes, okay, what and what do you take? Like, do you know the dangers? Because most of them know the dangers, but then they still do it. So, like, you just have to do that with them. Okay, do you want to stop? And then you put them through the process. They might stop, because I know someone that he was so close to stopping. He was like he just takes like once in a while, but then something happened and then he went back. So like, how do you handle that again? They come and tell you that okay, I've stopped, but then they now come and tell you that I've started again. How do you react to that? Do you get frustrated that okay, after all that process and then you went back again? How do you? So I feel like yes, that is it.
But I also think it also has to do with the therapy. Like, therapy is important. Like, instead of
not everyone,
do you know what?
Everyone wants to go
Because
to
you know
therapy.
how.
You know what with this therapy? Yeah, I wanted to say something. I actually forgot. You have the, or should I say, liberty of your school having a therapist for you. And let's say, even if you didn't get it from your school, let's say you're financially capable of getting a therapist session. You understand? Not everyone
Can't do that.
has that.
And therapy is actually expensive in
Not
Nigeria.
everyone has that.
I think
And
that's
then that's why some of them now come down to people like us who they
Yes.
can share their problems
Yeah.
Yes.
and then tell us.
Yes.
And then us
And
being
if you
people
don't know
that
how
we
to
can-
handle it properly, and then
That's it.
Also, it
As
also
you said, you
goes.
told your best friend about your problem, and she didn't give you like advice you could get out of
But I felt better after years
yeah, of course you feel better
keeping
when
it
you
to
open
myself.
up to someone.
And
But then you also need to have like a solution how someone should advise you.
also, I feel like it has to do with, let's say, processing how you, like, it's about talking, because most people don't talk about their problems, so they go for drugs because they feel like, oh, it will make me feel better. Instead of, there are people that find it hard to talk to other people. Let's say I never talk to anyone about my problems and I just keep it to myself all those years. Like, it will make me feel like, okay, since I've never experienced the liberty of telling someone my problem and feeling lightweight about it, what if this substance can make me feel lightweight about
That's how
it?
they actually.
So I feel like it also it's about communicating. People that most people that I know, because I know a lot of people that do drugs, most people that do drugs actually find it hard to talk to people.
Yeah.
So they find an alternative, something that makes them feel better at that moment. Talking to someone is exactly the same as taking drugs, because drugs is not something, the feeling doesn't last forever. It's a moment thing. It's like, I take this, trust me, you're going to go back home or lie down and you still think about the same problem. So it's just like how me, I would tell you my problem and I feel better about it for that moment. But still, if I go back home and lie down, I'm still going to think about it. So it's the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It has to do with you opening up from day one about your traumas.
Even as you just said now, even if you tell me about your problem and then you feel maybe I give you some advice, tell you what to do or what not to do, and then you go back home as you said, and then you still think about it, there's still a relief that if really what I said to you got into your head, you would still have that little ease.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you feel better for that moment. And that's the same thing as drugs. Like you don't, once you take drugs, it's not like you're high 24/7. There are times that obviously you're back to being normal human. And that's when you think about reality hits and you think about your problem. And that's why I'm saying like it's almost the same as talking to someone. So it's from day one. That's why we were talking about how to be open to people and how you can be a better person so that people be comfortable with you.